His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami, born as John Favors on 25th February 1950 into an African American Christian family living in Cleveland, Ohio, in the US. His mother instilled in him the values of self-confidence, selflessness, religiosity, and generosity. She was known for her extreme kindness. Though they were not from an affluent family, but whenever she saw any of her children's friends not wearing proper shirts, pants, or shoes, she used to simply go into her room, take her own clothes or John's or his sister's, and generously give it to them. Peace and love was her mantra, and she was well known as a person who was a carrier of love and peace. As a child, he used to stammer, and due to this, his schoolmates and other children used to tease him.
My name is John. His name is John. Hi, John. No, my name is John.
But surprisingly, or maybe it's a miracle, that whenever he spoke about spirituality or talked about God in the church or in moral science class, he would never stammer.
Glory to God in the highest, and peace to God's people on earth. Glory to God in the highest. He's singing so fluently. And peace to God's people on earth.
Glory to God in the highest, and peace to God's people on earth.
The name John Edwin Favors has an interesting meaning. John was one of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ who preached Christianity extensively. Edwin, according to the Bible, means the prosperous friend or a very opulent friend, which we can refer to the supreme, most opulent friend, Krishna. Favors, if we take the American spelling, means the one who is favored. So putting it all together can mean the preacher named John who is always favored by the all-opulent best friend, the Supreme Lord Krishna. Therefore, we can understand that since the beginning of his life, as his name confirms, he was meant to broadcast the magnificent glories of the Lord. He studied in East Technical High School and excelled in his academic achievements. Further, he got a scholarship to attend prestigious Hawkins School, where he spent an additional year of college preparation in philosophy and political science. He was also a member of football and wrestling team. Back in youth, Johnny Boy had the desire and dreamt to go to Africa as he has his roots there. Years later, as a student at Princeton in 1968, he adopted the name of Toshembe Abdul, identifying himself even more with the African heritage. While in Princeton, he took part as a leader in King Martin Luther's civil rights movement, being at the forefront of political activism on campus, a leader of the Association of Black Collegians, and a founder for the Third World Center. He also served as a president of the Student Council. In 1972, he graduated and earned a BA in Psychology and African American Studies. His professor had arranged for an expense-paid trip to Africa, along with a teaching position at an important institution of learning. But he didn't go anywhere. He was also very inspired by yoga and had a yoga guru, Norman Anderson, in Moorish Science Institute, who also guided him in spirituality.
Hi, how are you, John?
Hey Norman, I'm good and excited today.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey Norman, May I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Will you accept me as your disciple?
Dear John, though I'm guiding you, but I'm not your real guru. Your guru is from the holy land of India, who will introduce you to Vedic teachings.
But I want you as my guru. Please make me your disciple.
Though I am following this, actually I am attracted to the blue boy Krishna, who is the actual creator of all creations. You really want to know who your guru is?
Oh, yes, please tell.
Your spiritual master is from the Hare Krishna movement, Bhakti Tirtha Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is the real Jagat Guru.
What? Those people who have shaved their heads and wrapped bed sheets around their waist and they move on the street singing and dancing? Do you think these people have something greater than what you have to offer?
Yes, they are the real knowers of Vedas and followers of Krishna, the real black boy, God.
In his mind, he was not convinced about ISKCON. So, he went to ISKCON to know more about it and to get reason why not to join ISKCON. But the more he met devotees and read their literatures, he realized this movement has something deeper to offer. Still, he had reservations, and sometime later, in Harlem, he finally met Srila Prabhupada and asked,
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada.
Yes?
Srila Prabhupada, I am really concerned that I see the same racial discrimination relating to blacks and white in ISKCON too. There is prejudice in the movement.
So, someone is thinking you are the body. That is their nonsense. And if you are disturbed because they see you in this way, then you are also nonsense. Both perspectives show inferior consciousness and should be avoided.
These powerful statements of Srila Prabhupada had a deep impact on John, which changed his entire perspective for lifetime, and since then there was no looking back. And soon, on 16th February 1973, Srila Prabhupada initiated John as Ghanshyam Das, which means servant of the beautiful dark cloud, who refers to the Supreme Lord Krishna, through a letter from Sydney, Australia.